Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Market Report for Friday, the 26th of March 2021, where in just a few minutes I'll tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in financial markets and the world of economics today. I'm Michael Thompson, in the studio this afternoon for Sean Aylmer. The S&P ASX 200 closed up 0.5% today to 6,824 points, pulled up by some big swings, particularly in the miners. More on that in a moment. But the biggest story on the markets today was at the other end of the spectrum. Telco TPG closed down 6.7% following an announcement by Chair David Teoh that he's standing down, effective immediately. The decision came largely out of the blue from the reclusive billionaire, who spent the last 35 years building the business. Last year, TPG merged with Vodafone Hutchison Australia in a $15 billion deal. David Teoh retained a 17.2% stake in the business, a stake that's worth substantially less today after his announcement wiped almost $1 billion value from the company. In a statement, he said it's the right time to step down, but there's plenty of speculation about a clash of cultures between the two companies or burnout from the grueling merger. He'll be replaced by long-term Hutchison chair Canning Fok. I mentioned before the miners, the biggest gain on the ASX 200 today was posted by Pilbara Minerals, up more than 9%. Rare earths miner Lynas reversed some of its losses from earlier in the week, closing up 4.5%. Champion Iron and Fortescue both climbed more than 3%. The other big movers included shipbuilder Austal, up 6.5%, poultry business Inghams, up 4.6%, and accounting software group Xero, which closed 4.5% higher. Macquarie Group's share price hit a record today of $154.77. For years, Macquarie was known as the millionaire factory, though more recently I suppose it's been more of a quiet achiever. It closed down from its peak, but still up 0.4% for the day. Insurer IAG was pretty flat, down only 0.2%, after broker UBS indicated the cost of natural disasters, including the current flood emergency, will come in at up to $700 million in FY21. The uncertainty continues at AMP about the future of CEO Francesco Di Ferrari. The financial services giant issued a statement this morning which says, and I quote, AMP confirms there has been no change to the CEO's position and that Mr. Di Ferrari has not resigned. The board and Mr. Di Ferrari are working together and constructively discussing the future strategy and leadership of the group. So he's still CEO for now, but let's see what happens next week. And Telstra, which has been dual listed on the Australian and New Zealand stock exchanges, has announced its delisting from the Kiwi bourse. Trading of shares in New Zealand will cease in June. Telstra's share price on the ASX closed up 2.4%. In economic news, Westpac has forecast that the Reserve Bank will have to spend an extra $50 billion in the bond market to keep a lid on interest rates. The Australian dollar has dropped to a 3-month low on the back of confidence that the US economy will grow faster than expected. It's currently trading at around 76.2 US cents. And after 2 sessions of sharp falls, oil has recovered slightly, with all eyes on the Suez Canal, where a 400-metre-long container vessel is still wedged firmly across the width of the waterway. Companies are now weighing up their options. Do they wait it out, or do they send shipping on a very lengthy detour around southern Africa? The rescue team says the operation to move the ship could take weeks. It's a traffic jam of epic proportions. And just recapping Wall Street, the major indices all closed up. The S&P 500 was up 0.5%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 0.6%, and the Nasdaq closed 0.1% higher. That's it for the afternoon market report for Friday the 26th of March 2021. Sean Aylmer will be back tomorrow morning for the weekend edition of the Fear and Greed Business Headlines. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.